Good morning, everybody. As we are continuing our chapter accounting equation, today we will do how the formula of accounting equation works. See, if you remember, we started with the accounting equation assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. On the basis of this equation, only balance sheet is also to be developed in the accounting. Now, if the capitals are given to you, business liabilities are given to you, business assets are given to you, then it is very easy for all of you to calculate the any of the term. Suppose out of these three terms, any of the two terms are given to you, then very easily you can find out another one. See how? Because from this formula we can derive the another formulas like liabilities is equal to, if we change the base of capital, it will become assets minus capital. We can derive one more formula from this. See what is it? Suppose if you have to calculate capital, in that case will be replaced and we will have the formula assets minus liabilities. I hope all these three formulas are clear to everybody, that from the basic equation, that is S is equal to liability plus capital, it is very easy to calculate. It is very easy to calculate another formulas like liability is equal to assets minus capital. Capital is equal to assets minus liabilities. So in this way, we can find out any of the term, whether the assets, liabilities or capital. Now see, let's go for the practical part. I'm sharing another screen with you in which you find that how the questions can be done. See, it is shown on the screen, illustration number 10. If the capital of a business is 1 lakh and outside liability is 60,000, calculate the total asset. As I previously discussed with you, the formula assets is equal to liability plus capital. So what to do? Assets is equal to liability plus capital. And we will get 1,60,000 rupees as assets. If the total assets of business are 2 lakh and net worth capital is 1,50,000, calculate the creditors. Total assets are 2 lakh. Net worth capital is 1,50,000. We have to calculate the creditors. Creditors means the liability of the business. And as I told you, the formula of calculating the liability is equal to assets minus capital. The next is illustration number 12. A commenced business on 1st April 2017 with a capital of rupees 5 lakh. On 31st March 2018, his assets were worth rupees 7,80,000 and liabilities rupees 70,000. Find out the closing capital as well as profit earned during the year. Please look at this very carefully. We have to calculate the closing capital. So just because of that, we require the closing assets as well as closing liabilities. And closing assets and liabilities are given to us . See, this is the closing assets are given to us. It is 7,80,000 And if I talk about the closing liability, it is given, it is 70,000. So in this way, you can find out the closing capital. And always remember, the difference between closing capital and opening capital is our profit. So if you want to calculate the profit during the year, it can be calculated with the help of closing minus opening capital in case when the capitals are given to you. But suppose in case of so many items are given to you, then what to do? I'm just telling you another formula. With the help of that, you can also find out the various things. Like if in the question, business started, there is an opening capital with every business. In the opening capital, by doing all the transaction, if we add some additional capital, if we add some additional capital, then profit for the year minus drawings. In this way, we will calculate our closing capital. We can calculate our closing capital. So opening capital plus additional capital plus profit minus drawing gives us the closing capital. This is the complete formula. With the help of that, we can calculate the closing capital of any business. Because whenever any additional capital is supposed to added in the business, or any profit is there, any drawings is there, definitely it affects the capital of the business. So what will be the effect take place on the capital? Ultimately, it gives us the closing capital. By looking at this formula, it is very easy that you can derive the another formula. Suppose if you have to calculate the profit, then what happen in that case? The opening capital, additional capital, and drawings. If all these things are given, it will be transferred to the another side, and the formula will become closing capital minus opening capital minus additional capital plus drawings. Suppose if you want to calculate the drawings will be transferred there, closing capital will be transferred this side. In this way, you have to learn only this basic formula. You please keep in your mind this logical and conceptual formula, that if any additional capital or any surplus of the profit, it is to be added in the capital, and drawing are deducted out of those capital, that gives us the closing capital. So in this way, this formula derives so many other formulas. See how it is to be worked in questions. Illustration number 11. Sorry, 13. Surinder Mohan started a business on 1st April 2019 with a capital of 7,50,000 and a loan of rupees 2 lakh taken from Punjab National Bank on 31st March 2020. His assets were 15 lakh. Find out his capital on 31st March 2020 and profit and made or losses incurred during the year. In this way, we have to calculate all these things. What are these? I'm just repeating once again. Surinder Mohan started a business on 1st April with capital. It means the capital is given on the 1st April. That means it is our opening capital. And loan is of rupees 2 lakh. And by the end, it is not given any information that the loan has been repaid. What does it mean? It means the liability remains same in the beginning as well as closing. And on 31st March 2020, the assets are 15 lakh, but liability remain same. Out of this, the capital find out the capital on 31st March. It means the closing capital is to be calculated as well as profit or loss during the year. So it is very easy. If you have to, it is very easy if you have to calculate the closing capital. What should be the formula? Closing assets minus closing liability. If the assets minus liability are there, we will calculate the closing capital. Again, in case of profit, what is to be done? Closing capital minus opening capital, as I discussed with you earlier. But in the part B, it is given additionally, if in the above illustration, the proprietor had introduced the additional capital of 1,25,000 and had withdrawn 40,000 for personal purpose, what will be the profit? Means additional capital is also given to us over here. See, let me start the annotation to highlight it. See, in this point B, the additional capital is given to us. Along with that, whatever it is withdrew for personal use is also given to us. It means whatever it is calculated for the personal purpose, it will be considered as drawings. So whenever the drawings and all these things are given to you, I already discussed the formula on the board with you, that the closing capital plus drawing minus additional capital minus opening capital gives us the profit. So in this way, these type of questions are to be calculated. In the paper, you will get the 3 or 4 mark question of this kind definitely, or somehow you find the 1 mark application based question from this formula. But short question will be there, long question will not be supposed to given in this topic. But this is very important topic from the examination point of view. So I instructed everybody to learn this formula, understand this concept so well that you will be able to attempt it in the paper. So it is all about for the day. If you have any discussion, query, please discuss in the session. Now ready with your practical, switch on your cameras. Now we will discuss practice